Hey guys, and welcome back to Love Shock. I'm here with two returning guests today. We got lovely Jenna and Thelma, and it's a bit special because we're doing, I was going to say a three-way. Well, we are doing a three-way. We are. Yes. But in our previous podcasts, Jenna brought her human slave dressed as a puppy, and Thelma also brought her actual puppy in both podcasts that we've done, and he's here today, wherever he's gone. Where is he?
Ding dong.
Ding dong.
Ding dong. Good boy.
Hey. He's like, I've had enough of this. Probably going to be the only episode in history where the line between pet play and pet love gets blurry. But let's dive in. So welcome ladies, welcome back. Thank you for joining us. Okay, so we're gonna dive into what you guys do, because obviously you do something completely different, but still in the sex industry. So Jenna, you wanna explain what you do? You're a professional dominatrix. You wanna dive into it again?
Again?
Yeah, please.
So, what to say? I work as a professional dominatrix, right? Offline, where I meet with people. Most of the times it's straight men, and I dominate them and do role plays with them. We talked about it before, right? Like, I guess in the last interview.
Mm-hmm.
That's also how I met you, Thelma. Because I got a request from someone here in Cyprus.
Okay.
That was pretty fun. Should we talk about this later, or should I just say a few words now how it happened?
However you want, it's up to you. Go for it.
Okay, he wanted to go to a church.
We know you like churches.
You know Jesus?
Oh God, I'm never gonna live that down.
Yeah, like that was so... And I think he was like kind of in love with her because he was subscribing to her OnlyFans, and he contacted me and was like, hey, can we go to a church with her together, and like you guys both dominate me? And,
Oh my God, wow.
and I was like, sure, let me contact her. And that's how we met.
Oh wow.
So I contacted her and she was like, yeah, let's meet, right?
Oh, so you did it.
Yeah.
So you dominated, like, you
I
acted
did.
that role?
I did something.
But we didn't go to the church. We didn't do the church.
We didn't manage to do the church.
Not yet.
Why?
I think the guy chickened out last minute.
Mm.
Oh.
He still paid, right?
He's still paid, yeah. He is still paid. But I had my first professional dominatrix experience with Jenna. It was equal parts funny, shocking. It was an experience. I mean, I showed up a little bit late and they had already started. And so I walk into her walking this guy on a leash with a gimp mask on, and the security guy in the room as well. And I'm like, okay, let's get down to business. I'm just gonna copy whatever the hell she does. I've never done this before. I've been to fetish parties. Like, I've walked on someone's face with shoes and stuff before, and like that, all that kind of thing. So I've done a little bit, but not ever that there's just the three of us basically, or the two of us, and we're like on this one guy, like just the whole time. It takes a lot out of you, actually. I think it's serious stuff. And I messed up a couple of times. She
you did?
I did. Remember you
I didn't notice.
The guy didn't notice either, and
neither
did the security. He's like, wow, you guys are really good at this. I was like, you guys? Like, both of us?
Mm-hmm. Like, me and him also, like, we said, damn, like, when you came in, you were like in it, like, right away. Like, born dominatrix.
So, you changing careers then, maybe?
I loved it. I could easily, it was awesome. And she's so like good at like kind of introducing me into it. It was just a great experience.
Did you talk about what you was gonna do beforehand? Like, you know, did you speak or like did you give her tips and tricks or no? No.
Not much. Actually, let me think.
Not really. And so anyway, can I tell you my couple of times that I messed up? It was kind of funny.
Yeah.
So he was like on the floor looking up at us, and she's like, I think he's thirsty. And I hadn't seen what she was doing before. She was taking a swig of water and then spitting it in his face. And so she's like, I think he's thirsty. I take the water and I'm just like, I didn't know.
Waterboarding him.
Yeah, like I was like, like this. I was like, yeah, take it. And then, anyway, after all this, whatever, she's like, do you want a coffee? And I was like, I know what to do. So I go, I make a coffee, like nice hot coffee, whatever, and I'm like, you know, and she's like, I was just asking if you wanted a coffee, like to drink. I was like, fuck. And she's like, oh, you're very sadistic.
I was thinking, like, really, that's like planned, like, that's like her sadistic side, right? Because there's like other dominatrixes, right? They like break bones or something. So it's actually, okay, it's, I don't know how.
My destiny.
Yeah.
It was like the
You need to
start.
like start
right?
adding this to your content.
My destiny.
For people, obviously, that
Yeah.
don't know, Thelma is an OnlyFans content creator. We skipped that a little bit, but got too into that. But no, that was great. Yeah, you're gonna add it to your content. Did you start?
I'd like to
start doing it.
We did get some. We did get some from that day, but I'd like to do it again and like just have more time and be a little bit more prepared. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's cool that you liked it though. Like,
yeah.
Were you nervous?
I was. Yeah, I was nervous before the whole thing started, and then once you get into it, you're kind of like focused and trying to see what she's doing and kind of follow her lead.
Yeah. Would you collaborate on your channel, like your
OnlyFans?
Yeah.
What content are you interested in?
Yeah. What can we offer you?
Yeah, right.
Not me. For the viewers, I don't know.
Well, let us know in the comments, right?
Yeah, let us know what you guys want, I guess.
Nice.
Yeah.
But Jenna, do you have OnlyFans as well?
Yes, I do.
Ah, okay. Yeah, because I think we spoke about that last time, didn't we? Because you originally started on OnlyFans and then you switched into
and webcam sites. So I did like everything online first. I still do everything online, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm not always here or like I'm traveling, but it's the easiest, right? How you can stay in touch with everyone. And
do you prefer online or like in-person experiences?
now, as it changes, like everything has like their benefits. I think, I don't know, it like when I'm like too much online, I hate being like online all the time, and then when I'm like only offline meeting people and like have to organize everything all the time, it's also tiring. So maybe it's a combination.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah. Then was that your first like? I don't know. I was gonna say, was it your first offline experience? But no, you've done escorting before, haven't you? So,
but it's like this is kind of a different ball game. Yeah, I would say it's a different ball.
Well, yeah, obviously. No pun intended there.
Or maybe yes.
Right.
Now, because you've tried both sides of, dominatrix and escorting, can you just describe the differences for us?
I would say the biggest contrast would be like when you're escorting, you're sleeping with someone and they kind of want to use you. They want to use your body. You're an object. There's a stark contrast between that and being the one who calls the shots and not offering any anything sexual versus being a sexual object is like a very, very different experience. I would say that. Very different experience. The dominatrix part of things is something more sustainable for me. Like I feel now, like in whatever stage I'm at my life right now, I feel it's more sustainable to do as a job. It's a lot less taxing. It's actually feels pretty nice. I
was gonna say, do you feel more empowered being a dominatrix than on
I would say in a different way, because like on OnlyFans and then escorting and stuff, you get like the money, and that is what you do it for, and that is what gives you this security in life. I mean, it translates into other areas of your life. Whereas this is kind of a more direct empowerment. Like as soon as you're done, you're like, oh damn, that felt good. It's like a massage, you know?
Yeah.
Like it felt really, yeah. I would say it's, both are empowering, but I would say that this is like as an activity to do.
Yeah.
It's more.
Whereas.
It has different kind of
empowerment.
exactly. Yeah, it has a different.
Have you ever compared who makes more money, like OnlyFans or Dominatrix, as we were talking about mine?
What do you like? It also for sure depends on the content you provide. Like, what are you willing to sell? If you do like everything, like any customer asks you and you like record and like produce and sell,
then of course you're gonna get more.
Yeah, like even me, or like I get compared with escorts all the time, right? Like prostitutes. If I would go for the sex part, like always, I could have made so much more money, right? Because like 80% of the guys who contact me, they want blowjobs, handjobs, or just sex, right? But I'm not offering it, right? So I guess it depends on the boundaries you have. So maybe to frame it another way, let's say right now, I make 1 million with being a dominatrix, and Thelma makes 2 million on OnlyFans. Let's say I want to make the same money or like even more on OnlyFans. I have to ask her, hey, what do you do to make this amount? And then she tells me, oh, yeah, I'm just like playing with myself toys, or like you do couple content with other guys, for example. Or I get fucked by a different man every day. That's why I make so much, right? Then it wouldn't be for me, right?
Yeah. You've got to think of where you're willing to go to,
exactly,
and what line you're willing to cross.
What do you think? Like, that's my view.
What's more profitable? I think it depends how far you want to take it. That's the thing about sex work. I think it's like what is your target? Like, how much are you looking to make this month? How much are you looking to make this year? What is your 10-year plan? What is your 5-year plan? Like, I think it depends, and then you try to meet that goal, right? I would say.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and again, going back to like the boundaries that you hold within yourself.
Number one, take care of your mental health. Number one.
Definitely.
No, if you don't have that, you don't have anything. Yeah. I think.
Agreed.
Do you guys like do you hang out outside of like the work?
We have.
Yeah.
I mean, we just met like 2 months ago.
Oh, it was only 2 months ago?
Yeah,
wow.
2 months ago, yeah.
Oh, I thought it was longer. What's the biggest misconception that people have about each of you, do you think?
Being the sex object?
Yeah.
Because that's the first.
Heavily sexualized. Kind of, people tend to overlook the human part. It's just
like right away.
Yeah, right away. Like quick, fast, and in a hurry. All they see is, whatever they've created, projected in their mind onto you. And it's usually based on the look, the preconception,
How do you deal with that mentally? Like with people judging you so quickly?
Do you want to go first?
I'm pretty pretty used to it. Just being from a like traditional Cypriot family, and like the first thing that happens when you're born is you're like judged.
Yes.
So like I'm pretty used to it. So I mean, typically I guess the way I deal with it is just kind of in one and out the other. And I mean, I have other stuff to think about, so that usually overrides the things that aren't that important. And for me, something that's not important is the opinion of someone I don't know. So it goes down there with the rest.
The rest of it,
I would say.
I agree, 100%.
Yeah.
And also it tells more about them than about me, I always think, because if you're like judging like this, and you don't even know anything, like, that usually reflects in like other parts of their lives.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, and the world is still, and society is still, unfortunately, at that point where everyone is so quick to judge, and especially in this industry, it's still not as open and freeing as we want it to be. to get to that point where we don't need to be like that. You know, at the end of the day, everyone is human, and we're only doing it to get by, I guess, aren't we? Well, aren't you guys, aren't we?
I feel like everyone's doing the best they
Yeah,
can with the
exactly.
cards they've been dealt.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know who said, or if we said this here actually the last time. There's only two, I don't know where I heard it actually also. Like there's two different types of people in the world, and they are the creators and then they are the consumers.
Mm-hmm.
So we're all are in there, right, in some way. Just like even we are the ones who are like creating the content,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's others who are like buying toys, stuff, content, porn.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone has like their foot in there, their
Yeah.
feet. How you say that in English, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I feel like we do get demonized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Just women in general. I mean, I think it's just as a general thing. But that goes back to patriarchal society and
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So another OnlyFans creator that we another OnlyFans creator that we had on here, she basically was saying that one client, a male client, asked her to do this specific thing and was obviously willing to pay for it, and then in the next breath he was swearing and, you know, being disrespectful in her comments on social media. So it's like a vicious cycle. The men are wanting, they're paying, they're creating the demand for this content, yet they're so quick to judge and stigmatize women for meeting that demand.
yeah.
So, you know, how do you guys feel about that?
I think it's deep-rooted societal misogyny.
Mm-hmm.
Is what it is. I don't think it's so much up to the individual. I think that person learned that from somewhere, and it's pretty apparent in Cyprus where that comes from.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Jesus, the church, and all this.
Good old Jesus.
Good old Jesus. Which actually we were saying before, it's good to have faith, and I have a lot of we have a lot of respect for people who put everything in their faith and what they believe in, and it guides them and it leads them and it's their lifeline, and I'm not disrespecting that at all, but for me the church as this entity that's not spiritual in any way, it's actually it's a business actually.
Oh, 100%.
Is responsible for, like, I don't know, maybe 90% of the misogyny on this island.
Definitely.
if my opinion, you know.
As far as this country has come, it's still so far behind, and women are still so low on the pecking order.
Indeed.
And it's like, when is this going to change? Because, you know, women bring so much to the table.
Yes.
And
How does this manifest though? Like, how, like, in which positions are women, like, that you have this perception?
Here in Cyprus.
Yeah.
I would say like, if you're, like, identify as a female, I would say you're gonna have maybe a harder time than someone who identifies as a male or whatever. Because Eve bit the apple, right?
yeah.
Yeah, it was Eve's fault.
Like at work or where? Or
I've experienced it everywhere. At work, in private, in personal settings, in social settings, I've experienced it since I was a girl.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I lived here, I moved over here in 2006 and I was 12, 13.
yeah,
And so I've sort of seen two, obviously, like, you know, lived in England and lived here. So
Yeah.
I've seen both sides of it.
yeah.
But even though I've always felt safer here in Cyprus,
yes, this is true. It is safer.
even when, like, going out as a kid, as a teenager, you know, and I was never like I never dressed prerogatively. I just had shorts and a t-shirt on, and, you know, there was old guys in the cars
awful.
whistling, pulling over, trying to talk to me. I'm like, I'm a fucking baby
child,
girl. I'm
yeah,
a
a
child.
child.
Leave me the fuck alone. Like, okay, it wasn't as severe in England like that, but
For some reason here, it's like, unhinged.
Yeah. But
it's unhinged.
But it's crazy because I still feel safer here. Like,
there is less crime. But the
yes.
mentality is
like they're more open with it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but yeah, in England, I would never ever walk down the street like after 5 o'clock at night, like on my own.
Yes.
Like you're always on edge, especially as a woman in England.
Yes.
So it's weird. It is weird.
Yeah.
In that
it has
sense.
to do with a lot with culture as well, and the fact that we're like 100 years behind everything else in every aspect. So it's, we lag because we're an island. You know, we're in the middle of nowhere. Mm-hmm. So by the time something gets here, you know. But usually I judge by the time it gets to Greece. Okay, we need about 15-20 years before it gets here. Like you know, as I've seen a pattern. Yeah.
In that sense, then, do you think that men are getting what they want in the fact that they're paying for content of women, sexualizing women, and all of this, or are women actually taking back their power and using the man?
I think this is where it gets interesting because when a woman doesn't need a man, like you don't need a pimp, there's all the middlemen are out of the way. You make your own connections, you do your own thing, like what she does or like what I do. There's no middlemen. Mm-hmm. So we are, in a sense, we are taking our power back with what we're doing. Mm-hmm. And maybe the men don't realize, but we're in control. They're demanding us. Mm-hmm. And so that's what we bank on, is their demand. So I think even if they don't want to like admit it or they don't want to, everything they do is for us.
They would never.
No.
They would never admit it.
No, because that means that accepting that you may not be superior. Yeah. You may not be superior. We may indeed be equal. Radical.
Mm. God. Dun, dun, dun.
Radical. We may be equal.
Maybe. Oh, I don't think we'll ever get there.
Hey, a woman can dream.
Yes, we can certainly try. Quickly going back, because you were saying about having a pimp and things. When you was escorting, how did that work? Like, did you have a pimp?
No.
Or like you just found clients yourself?
Myself.
Like, okay. All right. Sorry, just sidetrack there.
Yeah. Of course, yeah. No, it's a pretty legit question.
Yeah.
I am empowered, yes, for sure. Mm-hmm. Then it's like I can only be as much in power as much as they come to me and want my services, right? Mm-hmm. Like they can only be power if there's like a slave, you know?
Yeah, it's like
someone like I can only be the provider if someone has like if there's the demand, right? So that's what I think. In general, yes. Like you can be, or I am much more empowered if there's someone who wants my services that I can sell to in some way, right? Or that who I find or who finds me, right? Because I have some man that was like really weird and about this thing, like one guy I met and he started crying and he told me that it's so weird for him in society because he cannot be like a weak man. Mm-hmm. He like has to say he's like strong and like whatever, right? Society puts on us.
Yeah.
And I was just sitting there like, look how the tables turn. Right.
Traditionally, obviously, men were the provider, the worker, but in that sense, it was the man that created it to be this way. Mm-hmm. So then, how can they come and then say to you, and you know, oh, I have to be this.
The doctor.
No. He's giving his 2 cents. He's a man. He's giving his opinion. Yes.
No. This is not the Ding Dong podcast.
Ding Dong.
song.
I think he's fed up with my voice.
Ντροπή. Έλα εδώ. Έλα εδώ. Ντροπή. Έλα από γύρω. Ντροπή. I'm telling him that it's a shame what he's doing. Έλα εδώ. In Cyprus, it's very bad to be shameful.
Oh.
The worst thing you can do is bring shame.
Yes, to your family. And...
So έλα εδώ. Έλα εδώ. Έλα. I'll just sit here where I can control you more or less. You don't need to have a say in this podcast. You just be here for emotional support. Okay.
Yeah, going back to you had a man cry in one of your sessions because society has forced him to be seen as strong, not weak, but men have sort of created this society and forced it upon themselves to be this way. Women have never asked for a man not to express their feelings or, things like that. And it's a shame that they feel that need to be that way. They're getting their release, coming to you and, expressing their feelings that way. Because where's his partner? If he has a partner, why can he not let his feelings out to them? Or, and it's a shame that men can't talk to their friends about this sort of stuff.
Yeah, it is.
It is a real shame.
Yeah, it is.
Because this is what makes toxic masculinity worse and I can never say misogynistic worse, because they're all trying to fight each other and who's the fucking
not even because they want to, they just think they have to.
Yeah.
That's what they have to do. Yeah.
Then there's also the thing, because I don't want to only blame men, right? And he told me that he went on a lot of dates and tried to talk to women. And seemingly, not everyone thinks like us, like we do. We talk pretty openly, I would say, already.
Yeah.
But from what he said, that like most women, they also don't want to like listen to him or understand him, which for me is weird.
That is really strange.
But that's apparently the reality of things. I don't know, like, right?
I'm not like that, yeah.
Yeah, right?
You're not like that, or, yeah.
Probably others are like it, right?
Well, yeah, I guess dating, we've mentioned this in probably all three of our podcasts before our episodes, how awful dating is now. So, I don't... men and women are just focused now on, like, what serves their purpose, for themselves. A guy that I know, was telling me about his dating experiences, and he was saying that all the women that he's been talking to, all they want to know is how much money he's got in the bank, what job does he have, does he own a house, what type of car does he have, like how have we got in society to this point?
Capitalism.
Yeah, but like I think the Andrew Tates of the male world,
the abomination of capitalism and patriarchal society. It's the child. Andrew Tate is the child, is the fucking poster child of
toxic masculinity.
Everything that's gone wrong with this system.
Yeah,
is what it is.
Why?
I mean,
why do you think that?
It's everything that we've talked about. He presents as this like unbreakable, unshakable, dominant, superior controller of everything, and that's a big pressure he's putting on himself there, and on everyone else who's trying to be like him.
Yeah.
For one, and that's how it's detrimental to him, detrimental to his followers, detrimental to people who blindly just kind of, follow his ways. Yeah, I mean, it's really bad, but he is the product of years of patriarchal bullshit and capitalism building, and it's like a dried pile of crap that will be really difficult to come out of unless we all start to radicalize our thinking by accepting that we are in fact equal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah.
What is your view on capitalism?
Yeah. My view on capitalism?
Yeah, go on.
I used to think I was anarcho-capitalist, but
Is this like anti-capitalist?
no, like you like kind of abuse the system, basically.
You choose to abuse.
You choose to abuse the system, and I think it's a way to survive, yes, but we gotta come up with something better because this isn't working. The imbalance in class it's just the world is in a devastating state right now that you can't really ignore. I don't think you can ignore, and we have capitalism to thank for it because everything's a business. War is a business. Hunger is a business.
Yeah.
It's all a business. Wherever there's money, there's evil. There's blood. There's Capitalism is the root of all evil on this planet. We've destroyed the land. We've destroyed the oceans. We've destroyed. We're ruining our planet for profit.
Period. End of.
Period.
Yeah.
So I mean,
it's so devastating,
Yeah.
and like the fact that there is no genuine care in the world for any other human being.
Because people don't have time to care. Everyone's trying to survive.
Yeah.
Everyone's stepping on each other to survive because
Just to feed.
you have to.
Yeah.
Not because we're bad people, not because we have to, because this is how it's set up.
I agree, but yet there's also, it also gets to a point where you can still make good choices and still be, and think of others.
It's not easy.
No, of course not.
And it's very circumstantial because some people don't have that luxury.
Yeah.
Some people have to feed their kids.
Oh,
and
100%.
That's
I
all
know.
that matters. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a single mum. I know exactly.
So
what
this
it's
is,
like.
I don't think this system is going to work for us or the planet.
No.
It's not working. I don't think it's working.
So do you think that capitalism is the blame, is to blame for the rise of, say, OnlyFans, individual sex workers, you know, sex industry blowing up like it has?
Yes. I mean, the sex industry has always been huge.
Yes.
It's like the first profession ever, someone ever figured out to capitalize is their genitals. So from the beginning of time, it's been like a go-to thing. It's obviously what you have for free that you can sell. You're just monetizing, you're capitalizing on what you have anyway. But I think the way it is now, with online, with this, it's sort of like we have to stand on a street corner and, hey,
yeah, it's
you want a fun time.
more easily accessible now.
And it's safer.
Yeah.
It's safer. This comes back to getting our power back as well, is that, you know, having so many options to monetize and kind of play the capitalist game however you want to play it, because you have to play it, because let's face it, it is what we're living in right now. I don't know, maybe in 200 years it's going to change, but for now this is
200 years, I don't think we're going to be here.
I
mean, the planet, I mean.
If it all goes to plan, yes. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think we're really lucky right now.
You've got it, like, in a good sweet spot,
Oh,
I think.
yeah. Oh,
like,
yeah.
obviously, you know, 10, 15 years ago, it was, or even long before.
Yes.
You do not want to be in that game.
No. This is completely different. Completely different. We are in a very good position right now.
You know, online sex work is nice and safe. You've both done offline, not sex work, but not so much yourself. But have you ever found yourself in a severely dangerous situation, or even a dangerous situation where you felt really unsafe?
I have many times, yeah. I have found myself in situations where I felt unsafe and afraid for my life. Yeah.
Do you want to explain one? Obviously you don't have to if you don't feel comfortable.
Well, I can do. I mean, even just walking out on the street at night as a woman,
Yeah.
whatever you look like, whatever, is you're in danger. And I know people are going to say, yeah, but you know, not all men. Yeah, not all men.
Not all men,
but
all
always men.
Always a man.
Not all men, if fine, yes. But it's always a man.
Yes.
And it's always, yeah. You could be in a situation where the client is under the influence of XYZ, whatever, and he's not even thinking straight. You're not even, you can't even
communicate.
You can't even communicate. And so you have to navigate that. And it's, I mean...
And especially like, as an escort, you don't have the luxury of a bodyguard like you do.
You can
now.
do. You can do.
You can, okay.
Yeah,
right.
you can do.
But that you'd have to pay for that.
I think another thing that's a problem as well is because we are sex workers, we are like below the lowest of the lowest of the low. So it's like, who cares, dead hooker, whatever, right? Whatever.
Yeah.
She was a hooker,
I mean,
so what?
look at Jack the Ripper.
And so many,
and
like,
so many more.
Yeah.
You're the first
it sounds
the first type of person to go.
Yes, and nobody cares. Nobody cares. Yeah.
Any dangerous situations for you, Jenna? Have you always had a bodyguard?
Yeah, that's how I started. Like, I was asking myself once, okay, if I go out in like this industry and like what can I think of doing, like what do I don't want, and safety was always something. Well, like every dominatrix I met, like mentors, right, they told me, if you go out, get a bodyguard. Okay. So I was like, not even thinking about it. I was just like, okay, who am I going to choose to be with me? And then it's also about trust. And at the beginning, when you start somewhere, when I started, still like the easiest way to, I don't know if it sounds weird, to trust someone is by giving them money. Because everybody needs money and everybody wants money.
It's ruled by money.
That's why I never got into like something like really dangerous. Yeah, sometimes I had a feeling of like, oh, like that's weird, but nothing where I was like I'm helpless. It's never happened.
This is important. Yeah.
And it's never going to happen because I keep like the guards up, right?
Yeah.
That's it.
I think as women, we're always constantly on guard. We're always told,
for sure,
check the exits.
The first thing we learn is,
like, you know,
always get a guy to walk you home, like all this
or
stuff.
go with friends, get a taxi home, even though then none of it is ever safe. But like, you know, carry your keys in your fingers, cross a road if you're being, you know, if there's a guy behind you. Like, it's just constant. It's just constant. Always thinking, how do I protect myself on a day-to-day basis? And men just don't get it. They don't understand the mental fucking load of what women have to go through every day just to survive. And it's just annoying.
The stress.
Yeah. So society has made men to think that they are the tough guys, the macho man, you know, the hunters, and women are the victims, and we always have to protect ourselves. Where does that come into BDSM with the roles being reversed? Do you think that that's a safe way and place for women to act out being the tough guy?
I don't know if you remember, but when we were driving home from Limassol the last time, I saw this podcast before and we talked about it. There is this thing, maybe you can give me your opinion if you see it the same way, but like a dominant woman is like they have like such low status in society to the point that it gets fetishized.
Yeah.
Being a dominant woman. Like it's not accepted. That's why we have to go when we want to live it into the world of fetish. And BDSM.
Yeah.
And when I heard this like theory, I was like, that's true, right? Or
yeah, because a man doesn't want to be in like a relationship with a dominant woman. They don't want to, you know, an independent, I can do it all by myself. You know, they don't want to be with that high-powered CEO.
Or they don't want to get associated with it by their friends or seen with it by them, right? Because it makes them look weak.
Like a good way to kind of reprogram. It's a good way to reprogram the system, I think. I think it's got a powerful job to do. More than we think. more than meets the eye, I would say. I think also you have to have a very high level of empathy to be a dominatrix. I think it's necessary to be a good dominatrix to have a high level of empathy.
Yeah.
And to be able to feel people or feel what they need, you know, what, to be able to fill in the gaps where they don't even know.
Yeah.
You know, I think a high level of empathy is good. It's a good tool for a good dominatrix.
Where do you see BDSM going, like, in the future with this? Where can you see it? You know, can you see it getting bigger and more women getting into it? Being a dominatrix, you know, things like that.
I think the ones who want to get in will get in. Most women, which is fine, right? They want this image of like the feminine, just like being like pure innocence. Or femininity has probably like a lot of different aspects, and to express it.
Do you think there's femininity in dominatrix?
Of course.
Yes. Femdom.
Femdom, yeah.
Femdom. I know what it is, but like explain what femdom is.
Female domination. So basically it's like a woman, in a classic way, a woman telling a man what to do. This could be considered femdom already.
But so is there a difference from femdom to dominatrix?
It's a part.
Or is it like similar or the same?
Well, it's like, let's say it's a part, right? Like,
okay.
Female domination implies like a woman dominating a man. And what does a dominatrix do? Dominating other people and men in the session, or other people.
So would a femdom like wear the same as you, or would they be like wearing a frilly pink dress, like, because it's like traditional? Like,
can also be.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
As it's like different services that they would provide, or like, is it? How? I'm trying to get my head. I feel stupid.
Oh no,
like,
good. Like,
for some reason I can't seem to like.
It's legit. Like it's a lot to wrap your head around.
Yeah.
I really had very long thinks about it before I came to the conclusion that I think it has a very powerful job to do. I think female dominatrixes have a very powerful job to do. And so I have massive respect, like, for Jenna and everybody.
Yeah.
I think it's a lot deeper than people think. It's important to be able to create a safe space for a man to get rid of the...
Because if it's not being released in a safe way, you don't know how or where or who it's going to be released on.
That too.
In an unsafe way.
It must feel really good to just be able to relax.
Yeah.
You know, like, I know, like, when I have sex, I like when, like, my partner takes charge, because I just want to relax. Like, I want to feel safe enough to relax. I won't be able to relax if I don't trust that person.
Yeah.
So I think there's a lot of trust that goes into, you know, like, what she does, and the men have to really trust her to let her take charge. It's a big deal to be somebody who's, like, usually you have clients that are, like, very high ranking and, like,
high powered jobs.
Yeah, where all the pressure is on them, and for them to be able to let go of all that conditioning, I think you have to be able to create a very safe space for them. And I think that's no small feat, I think.
What's the difference, do you think, that for the men that consume OnlyFans content and then men that go to a dominatrix?
What is posted on the OnlyFans?
I was going to say,
like,
it depends what kind of interaction you're having with the person. Because I've had, like, subby kind of situations online.
So men have reached out and asked for more dominant.
Yes. Whereas what she does is more physical, dominating.
What kind of content, if somebody has asked, like, for more sub content, sub-dom content, what sort of thing are you providing them?
Like, they want to be told what to do, be bossed around. Some of them want to be, like, they want that you belittle them. They want that you sissification, we call it?
Humiliate.
Humiliate,
also,
yeah.
sissification.
Sissification, I learned that 2 months ago.
See, you're learning.
Yeah, of course. And so, I think I get that as well on OnlyFans. I get that. It was different. It's different when you're texting it and different, but it's the same vibe, I think. And then obviously you have, it just depends whatever each person's fantasy is that they want to act out as individual, right? And I think for me, men who are into like BDSM and getting dominated by a woman are very, very, very secure. That's a big thing to do.
Especially as a man, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So for me, I have a lot of respect for them.
Yeah.
You know?
That is true.
Because they know what's...
Yeah.
What
they want and who they are.
Yeah.
As we've previously mentioned, like, you know, you have lots of high-powering CEOs, let's say, and then OnlyFans are just the regular fucking Joe Smith.
No,
like,
we got I got those, a lot of those too.
Okay, so let's jump back to our lovely little Mediterranean island we call home, Cyprus. So obviously we do know that it's very conservative and it is still very behind, but it is slowly coming up to being more accepting, and, you know, things are happening here in Cyprus, slowly but surely, you know, like we've got more sex shop, like, you know, LoveShop is obviously like main sponsor here and pioneering the industry here in Cyprus. So what's your experience of the scene here in Cyprus? Like, have you been to parties or, you know, events and stuff like that?
There are happening like swinger parties. There are like quite a few happening pretty often. Some private parties.
Okay.
We have this Telegram group, like this BDSM Unity Cyprus, that I started like at the beginning of the year. Now we already have like 180 members, I think.
Wow.
And it's
That's
like
good.
Cypriots, right? Most of them are men. And then there are like some travelers or people who just got here. And it's all about like connecting people to the kink scene.
How do they find your group on Telegram? Like, is it just for word of mouth or?
There are some links, like on FetLife, or there's this on Instagram, or just by asking me,
Okay, yeah, I remember.
contacting me.
Yeah.
Tell more.
Yes, you're getting involved now.
Yeah.
It's what I figure, like most men in there, they think kink is always connected to sex, right? They saw like kink porn, and then they automatically assume like this group is only for like gangbangs.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Maybe you get like a whip or something, or like a rope, but then that's, I think, where most of them come from when they see this. So it's not about like the lifestyle part or this self-expression part, just like the sex part. When they hear slave, it's like a sex slave, which is the easiest way is a man tied up on a bed and then a woman doing whatever on him, right? Giving him a blowjob and then riding.
Yeah.
That's it. So that's, but that's changing. People are becoming more educated, more interested, and more communication is happening. And it gets more accepted as a form of trade, of money exchange. Where it goes in the future, we don't do events yet, but still when there are like occasions where you can like connect people or like go together somewhere, that's what's happening.
You know, like a lot of people within the community, and you meet up like regularly, well, not so regularly, but you know, you meet up from time to time, and yeah. Okay.
There are also other adult creators in there. Because I would say when you work in the adult industry or are like a part of it, it's the easiest to get like accepted socially when you connect with these groups where people are already more open-minded and willing to talk about the things or where you're coming from.
And what are you guys planning to do in the future? Have you got any sort of projects or anything going on?
I would like to do a villa party or something.
Yeah, we were saying that. But we want to get more women involved.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's
That's a
just
big
too
issue.
many horny guys that are like, oh, woman, latex, ah. And it's like, no. We need to get more, we need more girls.
Okay.
All parties need more girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, reach out if you want to join their parties,
Yes.
guys.
Believe me, it's life-changing.
Yeah.
It's nothing like spilling hot coffee on a guy.
What happens at these parties that you go to?
If you consider them as play parties, as they would be in like every other country, like everywhere else, like a play party in general is, it's not a sex party.
Aww.
Yeah. Sorry, not sorry. You could like come there like dressed up in like a fetish outfit, like latex or like PVC or something. The vibes would be like more dark. There could be what I could think about, maybe like some like spanking corner or something where you can test like BDSM tools, for example, or whips, for example. Or this one guy who like was asking all the time in a group if he can be like our waitress, right? Like wearing a bikini and serve everyone.
The waitress guy, yeah.
Oh, wow.
He was really cute.
Well, I had one guy message me on Instagram asking if I wanted a slave, and he'd be my table.
Nice.
Yeah.
So,
I was like,
yeah.
no, thanks. I'm okay.
You could invite him to the party, right? He could be our table for that night.
I could use an extra table.
Yeah.
The waitress guy is really cute. He's always sending us pictures of himself in dresses. He's like, can I please be the waitress? I'm like, you can be the waitress at my party anytime.
Aw, that's
really
cute.
Yeah, it's cute.
Oh, bless.
It's really cute.
And then also it's like you have drinks, you have fun, you dance, and
Have a good time.
Yeah. Do you, when you like go out, do you go, like maybe say socially, do you dress like you do now, or would you dress excuse me, sir.
well, to which location are we going?
I don't want to say normal, because that's not
Like a club
fair.
or a bar?
Yeah, like if you're going to go out on a random Friday, say, like, would you dress up like this?
If there would be like a party in like a club, then I could think about like leaving the house like this.
Yeah.
Depends
Okay.
where we go and who I'm with.
Do you get like compliments when you go out and you dress like this? Like how do people react when they see you? Like,
It's everything. Some people stare, some people give me this like negative stare. Some are like, oh, that's so cool what you're wearing. Like, where did you get this from? Or
I'm part of that So Cool gang. I think she looks awesome.
oh yeah, she
Yeah.
does look awesome.
She looks awesome.
What type of stuff do you wear when you go out?
Man,
I know you're not really like a
listen,
party person.
I'm in my 30s. If
Same.
I can't wear sweatpants, I probably won't go. Like, honestly.
Fair enough. Okay.
If there's money involved, I may wear a skirt.
here we go.
Otherwise, if I can't go in my sweatpants, I'm probably not coming.
Fair play. Okay. So, question back to you then, because nobody's gonna judge you. But do you think like you get more judged by women or men?
I think everyone judges.
There's lots of stereotypes for dominatrix and sex workers, OnlyFans creators. Yes, I know. We're gonna debunk it. Yes. You know,
He's
like,
got a lot to say.
yeah. I think you need to get in the hot seat.
Good boy.
And you start asking the questions.
Good boy.
Yeah, so, you know, sex workers have like daddy issues, bad upbringing, you know, all this sorts of stuff. What do you think, you know, that like they had no other option, blah, 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 this sort of like stereotypes. What do you think about them? 'Cause obviously...
It breaks my heart.
Yeah.
It breaks my heart. It's really sad that someone has to be forced into something they don't want to do, especially when it comes to like your own body. To not have autonomy over your own body is devastating.
He agrees.
Yeah. Anybody in their sane mind would.
Yeah. It is like... Sorry, go on. Jenna, what's your opinion?
I think when you have the choice, it's your choice if, like, what prison you want to stay in, or if you want to step out of it. Like, it's one thing to get forced into it, but then it's another thing to stay into the industry once you have, like, a certain level or achievement.
Any advice for young women or young girls thinking of getting into the industry that are, you know, wanting to get in?
It's really saturated at the moment. Get familiar with AI and then hustle. Like right now, like before it was easier. Now I see like a bunch of creators, they have like 9 Instagram accounts where they have to post daily. And you have to do all the social media to get like traffic to your OnlyFans, or you pay a lot of money to get traffic, and if a customer pay, it's like, it's much harder now. It's easier when you're at the top, or like when you stick to it. And in general, I think it always comes down to just provide a good service to the people you're trying to reach. That's what sells.
How does AI come into the sex industry?
Guess like it comes in everywhere right now. ChatGPT.
Like with creating these videos to be sold? Is that what you mean?
That's one part. So it depends. Right now, I'm selling myself. Like I'm the product I'm selling. But then once like AI gets in, nowadays you get like these AI models, AI avatars, and even on social media you don't even know anymore like what's a person, what's not a person, or what is AI generated and what is not.
Yeah, because there's these things like deep fakes now, isn't it? Is that what they're called?
Yeah, and they are like so realistic, and they will get even more realistic, and they will copy us, and
that's scary. And that's awful.
It's only a matter of, like, it's already here, right?
Yeah.
And then it's only a matter of
time when it's just going to explode.
And if you see studies of like young generations, they think completely different than we do when they see like something on a screen and it's not a human. They have the same feelings about it as it would be a real person, but it's just like AI generated. That's what we have right now.
It's terrifying.
I try to orient myself on like bigger companies, what they are doing, and how they I like trying to influence smaller creators. For example, there's this event in Bucharest coming up in summer where it's like it's like the biggest event in Europe in the adult industry, where like companies show up and like creators and porn stars and everyone is like connecting there. And they always have like the latest innovations.
Oh wow,
and
that's cool.
There we for sure will get a forecast of where things are going and where we can place ourselves.
Yeah, it's worrying where AI will take us.
And exciting.
In
other fields.
In the correct
in the correct
fields.
Of course we're gonna abuse the hell out of it. As humans, we have to. We can't not do it.
Yeah.
I mean,
and
like,
then 20 years later we'll be like, oh no, what did we do?
Time to reverse. Yeah.
I mean, sex robots are
Time to
already
reverse
a thing.
cowgirl on ourselves.
You already have like brothers with robots.
Oh.
So it's already here.
On that note, I think it's getting a bit off topic.
Futuristic.
Yeah, that's for another episode. Thank you very much, ladies. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you too.
Thanks for having us.
You're welcome. It's been great. And thank you guys for watching. See you next time. And thank you.